Now on CoastTV News.
Property price preview: what Sussex County officials are recommending ahead of distributing reassessment results. And library ransomware report after dealing with the issue for weeks in Sussex County, where the effort stands in getting internet systems back up and running.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Elisa Weber and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. And if you've been anxiously awaiting your property reassessment results in Sussex County, well, listen up. The county says tentative property assessments will start going out to homeowners starting mid-November. County officials are urging everyone to review theirs carefully and to contact Tyler Technologies if something seems off. This is a complicated story and we have been covering it for months, and for more information about the reassessment process, head to coasttv.com. And later today, we should learn more about the status of the effort to restore internet access at Sussex County libraries. It was on September 20th, libraries across the state were hacked, and earlier this month, Delaware Library stated Wi-Fi and the library catalog are back working. More information is expected when Sussex County Library Advisory Committee meets this morning. And also happening today, the Lewis Planning Commission will discuss changing city code to allow one couple to clean dogs. According to the agenda, officials will consider changing city code in order to permit a dog grooming business in the basement of a couple's home. Currently, dog salons do not fall under home-based businesses in the city, and some neighbors have opposed the change, citing noise and odor concerns. And if approved, this issue would go before the city council. And we're now going to take a live look outside into Rehoboth Beach, and our first alert meteorologist, Bob Trahey, is going to join us. Now, Bob, it's a beautiful day, but if you want to go walk on the boardwalk, oof, windy, that's for sure. Wear a jacket.
Oof is right, Elisa. You need a jacket for sure, a heavier jacket. It's windy and chilly out there. We began this morning in the 30s and 40s, maybe a touch of frost inland, and now temperatures are slowly recovering. 54 in Salisbury, 52 in Millsboro and Bethany Beach, 53 in Redden, and right now Georgetown at 53. It's feeling colder because we have this northwest breeze around 5 to 15 miles per hour. We're seeing gusts over 20 along the coast and inland, gusting around 14 to 18 miles per hour. So even though we have the sunshine, you definitely want to wear that heavier jacket into the afternoon. Here is the visible satellite picture. Nothing but clear skies for us. We have some clouds, some showers well to our north and west. We also have rain across North Carolina. There is an area of low pressure, but this system will be staying to our south. We need the rain, but it looks like we're going to miss out on this one. Futurecast at noon has us in the mid-50s. We're going to have that northwest breeze. Some areas touching 60, but a lot of us stuck into the upper 50s, with 50s at the coast as well. And then later on, we're chilly, falling through the 50s. And here's your day part forecast. Lots of sunshine, a few clouds from time to time, right around 60, and then quickly cooling off this evening. Could see another touch of frost tomorrow morning. Then we do finally get out of this chilly spell, and it warms up into the weekend and beyond. Much more in your forecast coming up in a few minutes.
And here's an update on a political story we've been covering in the last month. Delaware Republican primary for the State House 36th District race. Incumbent Brian Shoup defeated challenger Patrick Smith by just 12 votes, and the winner will represent Milford in the entire 36th District. Brian Shoup has held that seat since 2018. And campaign financing has been an issue there, and now is leaking into the general election. Shoup claims his Democratic opponent, Roni Baltazar Lopez, is funded by developers who, quote, exploit residents. Baltazar Lopez and Shoup shared their views on this exclusive with CoastTV.
The importance of that is these developers have a history of abusing and threatening our neighbors here at home. So for my opponent to take money from them, they've maxed out to him, and for them to give him advice should be a warning to people.
My response to Representative Shoup is that he needs to have a conversation with the Fannons and the developers that he's accusing. I've had those conversations and I've made it clear to them that my vote, if I am to be elected, is not to be bought. I am raising solely on their funds, and that's beyond the far truth. And I invite people to look at my campaign finance reports, which are all public.
Early voting starts in Delaware on October 25th, and for mail-in ballots, all ballots must be received by November 1st. This morning, a 39-year-old man from Fort Washington, Maryland, is facing 2 felony charges after police chased Sunday night in Rehoboth Beach. Here's what happened. According to Delaware State Police, Kevin Graves was pulled over on Coastal Highway because he was driving without his headlights on. When the trooper returned to his patrol car for a moment, Graves sped away, which led to a chase. and eventually that resulted in a 4-vehicle crash. An 18-year-old woman was injured and treated for non-life-threatening injuries. And Graves tried to run away from the crash, but was caught and committed to Sussex Correctional Institution. And with less than 3 weeks to the election day, early voting is now underway in many states, including Virginia and Georgia, where former President Trump spoke to voters on Tuesday. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how both candidates are now focusing on swing states and undecided voters in this final push for the presidency.
Early voting is underway in battleground Georgia, and day one offered a snapshot of how eager voters are to have their say.
Anxious to do their duty, and vote.
Georgia election officials say a record-shattering more than 300,000 people cast ballots Tuesday. And a new NBC News poll finds half of Americans plan to vote early or already have. Former President Trump, who in the past has railed against early and mail-in voting, now urging his supporters to join in.
As soon as you can, go to the polls and vote.
This couple heeding the call.
I think we are having an existential crisis.
Others motivated to cast their ballots for Vice President Harris.
We need a new date. We need something special.
While rallying in Georgia Tuesday, the former president addressed Black and Hispanic voters where polls show him making gains.
Any African American or Hispanic, and you know how well I'm doing there, that votes for Kamala, you got to have your head examined.
Vice President Harris at a radio town hall in Detroit hosted by Charlemagne the God urged people skeptical of her to ask Donald Trump what his plan is for Black America, while noting,
"My agenda is about tapping into the ambitions and the aspirations, knowing that folks want to have an opportunity. If they want, they should have a meaningful opportunity to build wealth, including intergenerational wealth."
The nominees stepping up their outreach as voters begin heading to the polls. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Coming up, lending a helping hand will show you the overwhelming response in Fenwick Island to help those in need after hurricanes displaced thousands.
This is my legacy.
The Camry legacy is earned through decades of continuous improvement. For timeless cars and lasting memories. Right now, buy a Camry with 3.99% APR.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, CoastTV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair-accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
Hi y'all, it's April from Coast Country, and every Tuesday I get the honor of highlighting an amazing teacher right here on Delmarva with Teacher Feature. If you know a teacher who deserves some extra love, those who go above and beyond every day, head to coastcountry.com and nominate them today. Then tune in each Tuesday to hear their story. Teacher Feature right here every Tuesday at 11 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning and Vernon Powell Shoes.
People at the Treasure Beach campground near Fenwick Island are preparing to send donations to those in need. All are going to places that were hard hit by Hurricane Helene, and over the past week, clothing, cleaning supplies, food, and other items were all boxed up and shipped to areas where the hurricane hit. One volunteer was touched by all that she has seen this week.
The whole community actually has stepped up here to really donate a lot to the flood victims. So we all want to work together to help the people that need help right now.
Batteries, headlamps, and caution tape are some of the supplies that are still needed, and to learn how to help, you can visit CoastTV.com. And we have an update on the passing of former Lewis Mayor Ted Becker. There will be a service in celebration of life on October 26th, and we now know that ceremony will be held at 11 a.m. at Lewis Canal Front Park. Becker's burial this week will be private.
Weather-wise, it is another chilly and breezy day across Delmarva. Look at the flags getting a workout in Lewis on the Tunnel and Razor Cam. Whitecaps out on Delaware Bay. We started this morning with 30s and 40s and more chilly weather to come the next couple of days. And then a warm-up for the end of the week and especially into next weekend. Here is today's umbrella giveaway winner. It is Honore Hastings from Ocean View. Congratulations, Honore, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV. We're looking at a gradual warm-up. More on that forecast coming up after the break.
I'm on the edge and I'm fighting for my life. We're going in.
We need restraint, not revenge. Being able to help, you do a lot of good.
Chicago Wednesday, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
NYPD!
I'm listening.
I'm not ratting out a friend of mine.
I want to get these guys. Divide and conquer?
Law and Order Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
The warning.
Never taken somebody whose own parent kicked him out, which is what you did.
Yes, ma'am.
The expense.
I did not charge her rent because she was in high school.
Did she provide her own food? No.
The regret.
She actually took care of you for more than a year.
It was very nice, and I was very grateful.
And then there came a time when the room was trashed. How did it get trashed?
Next, Judge Judy.
Wednesday at 2 on Coast TV.
Yeah, we getting all fired up, getting ready for the players when they line up. Think it's time we go and get them lights up. Let them high school lights ignite us. Cause we fighters, coming with a hut like this. Coming with a pick six like that. Gonna be a showdown so big. Think it's time for football night to impact. High school football is everything. Hey, hey, let's go. For the win, for the gold, for the crown, the ring. High school football is everything.
What is Aaron Rodgers thinking?
Where is my mind?
Maybe he's thinking controversy. Been there. Overcoming the odds. Done that. Or maybe he's thinking about these guys.
PJ Watt!
Because Sunday, he'll need to have answers. Jets, Steelers, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
Wake up smarter.
I've got the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Remember in elementary school when you would make those boxes?
Find your next furry friend.
His name is Peppy, and he's a 12-year-old Chihuahua mix.
And discover your inner clumsy.
That's a sad sign that you're getting old when you just take a little tumble like that.
Make your mornings brilliant. Join April weekdays from 6 to 10 on 107.1 The Duck. Sponsored by Dorchester County Office of Tourism.
It's another dry and chilly day for Delmarva. We've been saying that a lot lately, and today is no exception. Lots of blue skies out there. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp, 54 in Laurel right now. Dew point is in the upper 30s. The air is very dry. We've got a burn ban for a lot of us. It remains very dry the next several days, and this afternoon, you're topping out near 60 in Laurel. Lots of sunshine, maybe a few clouds possible. Probably had a little bit of frost out there this morning in some places. Salisbury and Georgetown both at 36, so probably probably a light frost there. Not so along the coast, 41 in Ocean City for your low, and a little milder in Cambridge and Easton. So where is the rain? We haven't had any recently. In fact, the last day of measurable rain was only 1300ths on September 27th. It's been very dry. We have not had a drop of rain yet for the month of October, and I'm afraid really no rain in the next 10 days at least. Our 5-day temperature trend, it's a cool one today, up to 60, 61 on Thursday. Average high now is 69, and we'll be getting close to that by Friday with a high of 67, 70 on Saturday, and 74 on Sunday. So definitely a warm up for the weekend. I hope you covered your plants this morning because some of them might have got nipped by a little bit of frost, and we have another chance of that tomorrow morning if we clear out the skies and we see the winds lighten up a little bit. And then after tomorrow morning, we're out of the woods as far as having to protect the tender plants as it will be warming up. Right now, 54 in Millsboro, 55 in Milton, Salisbury 54, and 50s at the beach as well, but feeling cooler with that northwesterly breeze around 5 to 15 miles per hour and gusting over 20 at times at the beaches and about 14 to 18 mile per hour gusts inland. So yeah, definitely want to bundle up. We are seeing lots of sunshine on the visible satellite picture right now. We're kind of sandwiched between two systems. There's a trough to our north and west with clouds and showers across the lake effect areas. And then there's also rain farther to the south. There's some of that rain in the lee of the lakes, even some lake effect snow. And then we've got low pressure off the North Carolina coast, which actually triggered some snow in the mountains of western North Carolina as cold high pressure is following, and that will be building in the next several days. Futurecast at noon into the mid-50s, right around 60 at 3 o'clock for Seaford back through Salisbury. Cooler 50s at the beaches, and it cools down this evening through the 40s. And by Thursday morning, this model has us in clouds and breezy conditions, keeping our temperatures in the 40s and 50s. If we thin out the clouds, I think we could drop to maybe some frosty levels into the 30s in some places. Otherwise, morning, and then by the afternoon, a flow right out of the north. It's very chilly, 50s and low 60s, and it's going to be another chilly start on your Friday, and gusty winds too. Maybe a little bit of frost there, and then a little milder Friday afternoon with temperatures into the upper 60s. Winds this afternoon out of the northwest, gusting over 20 miles per hour at times, even stronger at the beaches on Thursday as that wind comes straight out of the north, and still pretty breezy as we go into Thursday night and Friday morning as well. As we see that chilly pocket right over the top of us, that moves to the east, and then we warm up Friday and then into the weekend, then even a bigger warm up as we go into early next week as we warm into the mid to upper 70s. 60 this afternoon, mostly sunny, cool and breezy, and then 39 tonight, quite cold with some patchy frost. Cover those plants just in case. And then Thursday, 61, partly cloudy, breezy and cool. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. It does warm up. Friday, 67 with sunshine. Look at all those sun icons. Friday through the weekend into Monday and Tuesday, warming through the 70s this weekend, staying dry but nice, and then upper 70s, warmer Monday and Tuesday with lots of sunshine.
Thank you, Bob. And coming up today on DSN, your game of the night is Bayside Conference boys soccer when Colonel Richardson takes on North Carolina at 5:30. Then at 10 p.m. it's Pocomoke Field Hockey, followed by the final score. And on DSN Plus at 3:30, it's ESIAC boys soccer with Salisbury School and Delmarva Christian. At CSD, we'll play North Dorchester and girls soccer. And also at that time, you can watch Worcester Prep and Salisbury Christian in boys soccer. And a reminder for the return of Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign. We support charities who handpick families in need, and they ensure every child gets a gift to open Christmas morning. Right now, we are looking for those charities. We are accepting applications from those nonprofits through October 18th. Coast TV will be right back.
Has your kitchen remodel been on the back burner?
Move it forward now and take advantage of our biggest kitchen sale of the year.
Paul Davis can restyle your kitchen for half the cost of a traditional kitchen remodel. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition. And the best part is, it's done in as little as 3 days.
We'll bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow and give you an estimate that day.
Call now to get $1,500 off, plus free hardware and no payments, no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis,
the restoration and remodeling experts.
Swim on over to Solero atop the Henlopen Hotel in Rehoboth Beach for the 2024 Mayor Institute Finraiser. Come out to the kickoff event Saturday, November 16th at 4 p.m. Enjoy a fun-filled evening, live music, and a wine tasting with celebrity bartenders, hors d'oeuvres, desserts, and both live and silent auctions. The Finraiser is the premier fundraising event for Mayor Institute and endangered marine mammals and sea turtles. For more info and tickets, go to mayerinstitute.org.
Rosie O'Donnell, her plea to free the Menendez brothers in time for Thanksgiving.
Why she says they deserve to be released after all these years. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
The Down and Distance Football Show is back. Watch previews of our games of the night and games all across Delmarva, along with our DSN, Bayside, and Henlopen Power Rankings. Plus, Delmarva players to watch, top plays of the week, and exclusive interviews with players and coaches. Tune in every Friday night before the Scoops and Scores pregame show, only on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app. Down and Distance, only on DSN and the DSN app.
Coming up, Drew's dishing dating rules with Valerie Bertinelli, and Oliver Hudson is turning up the heat. And stylist Chris Appleton has easy tips for perfect hair days.
Wednesday at noon on Coast TV.
Happening now, Delaware is under a burn ban, and this is due to the entire state being extremely dry, causing a fire hazard. The burn ban prohibits bonfires, fire for land cleanings, agricultural burnings, and outdoor rubbish fires. There will be criminal penalties if there are violations. Coast TV will be right back.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Fall into planning at Bellaterra Garden Center. Come check out our locally sourced collection of trees and shrubs, all shapes and sizes. Did you know that Bellaterra is open 7 days a week? Join our garden club for big savings and first access to all sales promotions. Join us on October 19th through the 27th for our fall blowout sale, up to 50% off. Check Facebook and our Instagram pages for specific details. Located right off Route 16 in Ellendale. Bellaterra, your go-to garden center.
Dedication, determination, and drive. That's what's needed to be a DSN Scholar Athlete, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month, we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva senior that excels in the classroom and in sports.
They must have a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, sponsored by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
In 2019, two visionaries banded together behind a restaurant to create the ultimate pizza, starting from scratch, just like our dough. At the Dough Bar, everything is a season for a reason. From our gourmet specialty pizzas to our signature sandwiches and mouth-watering entrees, we use high-quality ingredients for a freshness you'll crave. Enjoy our specialty cocktails with 16 craft brews on tap, or toast your own s'mores tableside by the water. Order online or visit the Dough Bar, Milton, Delaware's hidden gem.
Hi y'all, it's April from Coast Country, and every Tuesday I get the honor of highlighting an amazing teacher right here on Delmarva with Teacher Feature. If you know a teacher who deserves some extra love, those who go above and beyond every day, head to coastcountry.com and nominate them today. Then tune in each Tuesday to hear their story. Teacher Feature right here every Tuesday at 11 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning and Vernon Powell Shoes.
It's the Great Outdoors Week on Wheel.
You're a former competitive yo-yo-er.
I happen to have one right here.
All right. Next Wheel.
Wednesday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy! The race is on for this new champ to stay ahead of the pack.
And you can move into the lead if you're aggressive and correct.
But only one can reach victory in the nick of time. Next Jeopardy!
Wednesday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
It's not something you probably want to think about, but all of us are surrounded by viruses, and new research has uncovered some little-known and never-before-seen viruses that live on things we use every day. Mandy Gaither explains why you shouldn't panic.
They're damp and warm and perfect environments for microbes. You may not want to think about the viruses that live on shower heads and toothbrushes, but researchers did it for you.
It's unsurprising that we find them there because we find a bunch of bacteria basically everywhere. But what was surprising is how many different viruses we found and how different they looked from anything that we had ever seen before.
Microbiologist Erica Hartman led a study which found something called bacteriophage all over these two environments. While that sounds bad, she says these are not viruses that make you sick. Instead, they infect bacteria, and these could potentially be used to save lives.
For a long time, we've relied on antibiotics to be able to treat infections and save lives. But right now, antimicrobial resistance is one of the biggest public health challenges that we're facing globally. And so there's a lot of hope that we can leverage things like bacteriophage to help treat these infections that we can no longer treat with antibiotic drugs.
Hartman says the hope is that these phages, or something learned from them, will aid in the development of better drugs or improved biotechnologies.
We need microbes to, in our gut, help us digest our food, on our skin, help us to ward off pathogens. And it's actually a really good thing that we are exposed to microbes from time to time.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
We're seeing lots of blue skies right now in the gutter of Helene Camp. Just a few little cumulus clouds, 56 in Ocean View, and you're only warming to around 60 as we go into the afternoon. It's chilly through the end of the week, then a warm up for the weekend and especially into next week. Remember, another way to get your forecast is the CoastTV First Alert weather phone. Call 443-880-9100. Sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. Your 10-day forecast is coming up next.
We know Angela Alsobrooks got caught taking illegal tax breaks, owing $59,000 in back taxes.
And she's now getting a deal. No penalties and a 25% reduction in interest.
Now the New York Times reports Alsobrooks lied on official mortgage documents, and Alsobrooks was sued twice for not paying her bills. Thousands in water, sewer, and other expenses. What scandal will they report next? Merlin's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Mediacom Mobile. You'll love the service and the savings. Unbeatable nationwide coverage. Unlimited data. Unbelievably affordable. Switch and save 30% or more over the top 3 mobile providers. Get unlimited mobile for just $40 per line per month. Bam. No hidden fees, no contracts. Switching is cake. Keep your phone, keep your number, everything you love, except the big bill. Mediacom Mobile. Call or shop online.
Now is actually the time to get your house ready for winter weather.
Call All Exteriors and get your loose shingles or siding repaired now.
Bill will send someone as soon as tomorrow to assess your repair and give you a quote on the spot.
Even if you don't have the budget for a whole new roof, making a repair now can prevent more costly damage later.
Get 25% off any roofing or siding repair, plus free financing if you need it.
Call today for a free inspection.
Roofing, siding, gutters, decking, and windows. All Exteriors.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
The American Heart Association invites you to join the Southern Delaware Heart Walk. It's time to unite, take action, and save lives. Every walker who joins, every dollar donated means more people trained in life-saving CPR, more research, and more life-saving moments for everyone. Join us at the Southern Delaware Heart Walk on November 3rd at the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand. Let's walk together to save lives. Register today at heart.org/SouthernDEWalk. Sponsored by CoastTV.
The warning.
Never taken somebody whose own parent kicked him out, which is what you did. Yes, ma'am.
The expense.
I did not charge her rent because she was in high school. Did she provide her own food? No.
The regret.
She actually took care of you for more than a year.
It was very nice, and I was very grateful.
And then there came a time when the room was trashed. How did it get trashed?
Next, Judge Judy.
Wednesday at 2 on CoastTV.
Make sure you have a heavier jacket out the door this afternoon. It's going to be chilly. We'll be seeing sunshine, just a few clouds. Temperatures struggling to get to 60, feeling much colder with that northwest breeze, and then falling through the 50s through the overnight. If the clouds part tomorrow morning, we could be down to 39, maybe some patchy frost inland. Otherwise, here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Still chilly Thursday, 61, warming up Friday, and the weekend looking good. Sunshine and warming through the 70s, even warmer early next week into the upper 70s, and then cooling down late weekend. Lisa, still no rain coming our way.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. And don't forget to join us for Coast TV News at 5 later this afternoon. Have a great day.